David Hunt,
I can change my skin.
then skins.
Dr. Dekker dated his patients.
I had a hot date.
We went out for drinks.
I took photos of Jessica.
Dr. Dekker did phone
On Valentine's Day.
and ask me for Nathan's number. There was a girl there.
Am I wrong to keep the locket?
I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't I? He was preoccupied with finding
Photographs.
patterns.
Rocking chair.
I haven't been back to the beach since
I had a bit of a shaky loop incident.
where I find something
I set fire
beautiful in the sea.
to Hannah's clothes in the garden. I dug the grave.
I wish I'd said goodbye.
Dr. Dekker cursed me.
It didn't weigh enough to have a body in it.
Oh, Doctor, you surprised me. Reminds me of Officer Yates. Did I ever mention I had a special friend in the police force? Nah, it's not something you drop politely into a conversation. He's been doing some digging and he's found a couple things. There's a crime scene report that goes into all the gory details and another report that's about a patient you're seeing today, Claire. I'll put them both on the desk for you. And thanks for the grief counselling, by the way. It's really been helping, you know, I'm so glad you're here.
Aw. Spiked. Why is it called spiked?
Do you think a drink was spiked?
Maybe. Professor Warwick.
Oh, we can get yeah. So I think again, this is like you can pry too
These
much.
are like extra people that you can get more information from, but you don't want to ask them too much. Yeah.
All right, let's go read this stuff.
Claire's arrest.
Ooh, can we? All right, so we can't scroll or do anything. Oh, maybe down. No. So this is what you get.
Okay.
Statement of Christian Weber, police officer 7691. All right, it's all true. 9th November. So this is about Claire, yes?
Right. They got a call received from a neighbor of the Bower House, Western Park Avenue, concerning a reported disturbance. We arrived at the address, knocked on the front door, but there was no reply. We then examined the rear of the property and gained entry through insecure patio doors. We entered the property through this door. I announced myself by shouting police, but didn't hear any response. We searched the premises. Upon entering the dining room, I saw a female seated next to a man who was lying on the ground. The man did not appear to be conscious. Both persons were drenched in blood. There was a substantial amount of blood on the carpet, walls, and furniture. I noted what appeared to be a steak knife on the floor, which was also covered in blood. At this point, I asked the woman to put her hands on her head, which she did. PC Holt secured the female while I checked the man for signs of life, but found none. I asked the woman her name. She identified herself to me as Claire Castleford. I asked if she knew the dead man. She said he was her husband, David Castleford. I asked what happened, and she said she had killed him. Following a search by PC Holt, which revealed no other persons present at the house, I said to Castleford at 20:52 hours, "You are under arrest on suspicion of murder." I then cautioned her and placed her in the back of the police car for transportation to Weston Park Police Station.
So she knows she killed this guy.
But she's also acknowledged that she's obsessed with her husband and might be like trapped in a delusion where he's alive.
Yeah, and she just can't let go.
Yeah.
Also,
but everybody else is experiencing something super Elder God-y, so I'm wondering what her thing is going to be.
Didn't she say she caught him with the other woman? Or did she just know about it?
She just knew. She knew that they were together.
Okay. Let's go to crime scene report. So this is 14/2017, Dr. Dekker. First name, dude doesn't even have one.
Yeah. Title, doctor. First name,
Dekker, yeah. Victim was located in his office, seated on a chair behind the desk, soaked in blood, with an obvious chest wound. Paper spike, desk accessory.
That's why.
Protruding from the approximate region of the victim's heart.
Time of death, between 8:30 and 10:30 p.m.
Victim note: the victim's body was reportedly discovered at 10:20. Huh.
By Ben.
So death would have occurred within minutes, is what the bottom says.
Right. So most of these people are claiming that whatever shit they were doing ended around 11 or midnight, but he apparently died. According to the forensics, he died at between 8 and 10:30.
Right. Okay, let's, you know what, Claire, you're here? Let's chat.
You're here? You're queer? Let's do this. Hi, Claire.
Hi, Claire.
I've been to the lake house regularly, keeping an eye on David. I saw the girl again, the one I told you about. She was playing outside.
Let's just do the girl and hope that triggers something.
I'm getting tired.
What was she playing?
How is David?
Think, Doctor, think.
Damn.
Use your brain.
What the fuck, Claire?
Tell me about the murder.
That's what it says. I can see you're confused. The police say that David is dead, fatally wounded when I stabbed him. The coroner says that David is dead. Everyone says that David is dead. There was even a funeral. But I know he's alive.
Well, how do you know he's alive?
You tell me. What could possibly explain that?
What?
He was never killed.
I assure you, David is not a ghost. I've touched him.
He's a ghost. He's a zombie.
Oh my god.
Yes, he did come back to life, but he's not a zombie.
All right.
He looks like he always did. Just his mind is encumbered. There's no way back.
His mind is encumbered?
Well, there's no follow-up to
Oh,
that.
damn.
I don't know.
That's what it says. I can see you're confused. The police say that David is dead, fatally wounded when I stabbed him. The coroner says that David is dead. Everyone says that David is dead. There was even a funeral. But I know he's alive.
Question.
He's the Messiah.
I don't think that's
Try it. He's Jesus.
That's not relevant here.
Fair enough.
I think I have funeral. I know where this is gonna go. I see it as clear as day.
He's buried at Henley Church.
Yep.
Yep.
You can go see for yourself. There's even a headstone. One of your other patients was a pallbearer. I never forget her face. You should ask him.
Bryce?
Yeah, Bryce
Was
was
a
a pallbearer for okay. Was it Bryce?
Smuggling a body out of a funeral can be difficult.
What?
Unless you pay the right people.
Pardon?
Did Bryce smuggle his body out?
Would be difficult. Henley Church?
I don't know what you're after.
Barf.
He's buried at Henley Church. You can go see for yourself.
Maybe
There's even a
headstone?
headstone. One of your other patients was a pallbearer. I never forget
Maybe
her face.
pallbearer too.
You should ask him.
Okay, headstone?
Try asking me something I might know.
You would know that.
2 L's.
Is
Paul.
it?
Yeah. P-A-L-L, bearer.
Bryce was a pallbearer for David. He's also a grave digger, I believe.
Also, I just want to point out, it took everything in my power to not type this. Shout out to pro wrestling legend Paul Bearer. Wherever you're at, Paul, I love you. Rest in peace, R.I.P. Why was he buried?
I don't know, Doctor.
What about the police?
I'm being charged with murder because the police don't know he's still alive, and I can't get David to vouch for me for obvious reasons. I think it would raise quite a few more questions than answers, which is why I'm hoping that you'd be able to help me.
Help you how?
Help you how?
Considering the circumstances, I'd be grateful if you could see your way to declaring me temporarily insane at the time of the murder.
You
To
nasty
lessen my
person.
sentence. Because I'm not a killer. But I can't prove otherwise. You don't still think I'm a killer, do you, Doctor?
Yeah.
Yes, I think you are a killer.
At worst, it's manslaughter. I didn't mean to kill him. I just stabbed him a bit. And although he was dead for a week, I brought him back to life. Does this mean you won't help me? Was I temporarily insane?
How did you bring him back to life?
Yes, resurrection. But now that I've seen the results, I don't think there's anything holy about it. I think reanimation is more an accurate term. Like, I'm an evil necromancer raising things from the dead.
Uh-huh. Necromancer?
Yeah.
David was dazed and confused when I brought him back to life, as you'd expect. He was scared. He didn't want me to go near him at first, which is understandable, as I did kill him. But I didn't really succeed in bringing him back. He wasn't a big talker before, but even monosyllabic words were more than what he seemed able to give me.
No, you were not temporarily insane.
I'm going to pretend that I didn't hear that. Let's have a few more sessions before you seal our fates. Or is it that you want something else? Like Dr. Dekker did.
What?
What did Dr. Dekker want?
Dr. Dekker teased me mercilessly about my alleged ability. He didn't believe I'd reanimated David. Once, he presented me with a dead mouse and commanded me to give it life again. I didn't, of course. It's not something I'd throw around lightly. He changed his mind about me eventually. And then he mentioned the girl.
Whoa. What girl? The girl that's been behind us the entire time?
Maybe.
I'm afraid I don't know the answer to that.
He mentioned a girl?
He mentioned a girl?
He told me he'd locked up a girl in the basement of his house.
What?
What?
Just for me. And he asked me to reanimate her. It was Iris.
What?
I said I couldn't reanimate something that wasn't dead, and he said that wouldn't be a problem.
What?
So I agreed.
What the fuck? He killed
I
Iris?
just played along. I was hoping it wasn't real. I assumed it wasn't real. But he was offering me what I wanted. A temporary insanity diagnosis.
What?
What? So he killed the girl that her husband was having an affair with? What the fuck?
It didn't happen. Dr. Dekker called me from his house to cancel. He was furious. He said that Iris had escaped, and he blamed me for it. He said that I must have set her free after he told me about her. I knew it was all lies anyways. He was obviously titillating himself by reprimanding me. He knew I'd never want to speak to Iris again, so I couldn't prove it either way.
What the fuck?
What the shit, Dr. Dekker? What? Okay.
Dr. Dekker teased me mercilessly about my alleged ability.
Maybe ability?
He didn't believe I'd reanimated David. Once, he presented me with a dead mouse and commanded me to give it life again. I didn't, of course. It's not something I'd throw around lightly. He changed his mind about me eventually. And then he mentioned the girl.
Okay.
What made him change his mind?
Dr. Dekker asked if I could prove David wasn't dead, so I took him to the lake house. He saw that I was telling the truth. I can take you to see him too, if you like. Would you like to see David, Doctor?
Yes, I would like to see David.
I would like to see David.
Sorry.
What?
I don't know.
Yes. I would like to see David.
Very well. In our next session.
All right. I'm
Okay.
okay with that. Did we get our answers to that? I guess we did. So,
Yes, resurrection. But now that I've seen the results, I don't think there's anything holy about it. I think reanimation is more an accurate term. Like, I'm an evil necromancer raising things from the dead.
what was holy about it?
I think his brain was already decaying.
I'll take it.
During the week that he was dead. Important bits. So when I brought him back to life, I didn't heal him completely. Just gave him life in the state he was in. I mean, he's hunting and killing things and trying to roast them on fires he can only light with matches, but that's about it. He's your basic Neanderthal. So I have a problem.
What problem?
Is
There's
that's
no.
it.
Okay.
So what do we need to ask? Tell me about the murder.
That's what it says. I can see you're confused. The police say that David is dead, fatally wounded when I stabbed him. The coroner says that David is dead. Everyone says that David is dead. There was even a funeral. But I know he's alive.
He's alive?
I was on the same page. No. Man.
That's what it says.
Right.
I can see you're confused. The police say that David is dead, fatally wounded when I stabbed him.
You stabbed him?
David wanted to have a talk about our relationship. Not something any married person wants to hear. He said he'd been with Iris for about a year and that he loved her. He said he didn't love me anymore. Which I know is a lie. You don't just fall out of love with somebody.
Untrue.
I reacted badly. I grabbed the nearest weapon I could find, which happened to be the steak knife, and stabbed him with it. There was so much blood. I instantly regretted it. So I fixed him.
All right.
Fixed him?
It was about a week later. I brought David back to life. Not with voodoo, not with virginal sacrifice. I just willed it to happen, and it did. Dr. Dekker told me it was possible, but only if you're not buried. He says once you're in the ground, there's no coming back. But until then, you have a chance at resurrection.
I'm confused. So he was like, you can totally bring this dude back to life. And she was like, cool. And like, did it. And then he was like, you didn't bring anybody back to life, you crazy bitch. Like, I don't understand.
I guarantee that's what he said. I don't know,
Like,
Dr. Dekker.
I was goofing you. Girl, I was goofing you.
I was goofing you, you crazy bitch. What are you doing? Giving me heart palpitations over here. We've officially asked all the double stars.
Yeah.
What are you?
Check the people.
Yes, your notes. Why would it be difficult to smuggle a body? To smuggle a body.
To smuggle a body.
Sorry, I don't know.
Why is difficult to smuggle
Why
a body?
is difficult?
Smuggles.
Smuggles.
Think, Doctor, think. Use your brain. Or your notes if you have to.
No, here, can I see this?
Sure.
Okay. I'm worried that at a certain point the game's gonna be like, we're not gonna even let you know when it's orange
Nah.
anymore.
I believe in the power of neighbor.
Yeah. Call from a neighbor.
Who is your neighbor?
My neighbors seem far more interested
There we
in my
go.
business than they are their own. The lake house only has one house opposite, and it was on sale for some time. I suppose I should have bought it.
Why didn't you buy it? Oh, there's no asterisk. Fuck it.
Really? What made him change his mind?
Dr. Dekker asked if I could prove David wasn't dead, so I took him to the lake house.
Right.
He saw that I was telling the truth. I can take you to see him too, if you like. Would you like to see David, Doctor?
I don't know what that would be. I know what to ask, but I don't know how to ask stuff. You stabbed him.
David wanted to have a talk about our relationship. Not something any married person wants to hear. He said he'd been with Iris for about a year and that he loved her. He said he didn't love me anymore. Which I know is a lie. You don't just fall out of love with somebody. I reacted badly. I grabbed the nearest weapon I could find, which happened to be the steak knife, and stabbed him with it. There was so much blood. I instantly regretted it.
Regret?
So
Maybe.
I fixed him. That's not relevant.
You regretted it? Regretted it?
Regrets?
I don't know what you're after, but I don't know anything about that.
No regrets.
No regrets. What should we do there?
Was there anything that we needed to ask Claire that other people had?
That's what I'm saying.
Suggested?
Like, did we...
Do you have any notes or anything?
Nathan... Yeah, nope. Bryce asked what I would do. Extra hour. Nathan... Claire said smuggling a body out of a funeral would be difficult. Claim was the girl in Dekker's basement was Iris.
Right.
Have we just said Iris? Irish?
Irish? Oh yeah, we literally already asked that.
Did we just do this, Dr. Dekker?
I'm getting tired of all these questions. I'm getting tired of everything.
I guess I'm trying to figure out the key word that we... Maybe necromancer. Let's go back
David
to
was
that.
Yeah.
dazed and confused when I brought him back to life. As you'd expect. He was scared. He didn't want me to go near him at first, which is understandable, as I did kill him. But I didn't really succeed in bringing him back. He wasn't a big talker before, but even monosyllabic words were more than what he seemed able to give me.
Monosyllabic.
He made sounds.
God damn it.
I could understand him a bit. I thought he'd improve with time, like a child learning to talk, but he didn't. It's only recently that I've come to that conclusion that he's not going to get better. He's not going to be right again. I think it's his brain. At least he is safe where he is.
Did we get anything new? Ooh. His brain? Where is he? We know that. Actually, safe?
At the lake house. He doesn't move from there. For good reason.
What reason?
I don't know, Doctor.
Why doesn't he leave the lake house?
Sorry. Try asking me some.
For good reason?
David shouldn't be alive, so he can't just
there we
stroll
go.
around the neighborhood. It's unseemly. I did think he'd be able to rejoin society at some point, but not anymore. He's getting worse, not better.
How is he unseemly? Or
Do you see David here? No, Doctor. That would be ridiculous.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
At the lake house. He doesn't move from there. For good reason.
He doesn't move?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. What I meant to say is that David never leaves the vicinity of the lake house. I think his hunting would be severely restricted by trying to do it from the kitchen window.
Lady?
Man, what do we need to...
Maybe?
We've done all that shit. Maybe ask about the spike?
Yeah. Maybe we just do...
Paper spike?
It sounds to me as if Dr. Dekker's murder was a spur of the moment thing. If you were planning to kill someone, you'd bring a weapon with you, wouldn't you? I imagine that the paper spike made a very good weapon, though. It could look quite menacing, glinting in the moonlight.
Okay.
Yeah?
Have her session with Dr. Dekker in the morning? Why would she say moonlight? Moonlight?
So quick to jump to conclusion, Doctor. Obviously, I meant sunlight.
You liar! You liar!
Lair!
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we're on to you. Let's go to our dear friend Marianna.
Sure.
Don't snicker at me.
It's done. It already came out. It already flew out of my mouth. Hi, Marianna.
Hi, Marianna.
I'm
Exclamation.
okay. Thanks for asking. It's rent day, and I always feel a little blue on rent day.
Rent day?
Rent day is the day I pay rent to my landlady.
Right.
Uh-huh.
You feeling blue?
Feeling blue?
I pay my rent to a landlady. I don't own my own place. I'm just passing through.
What?
Okay.
Passing through?
I never stay in one town very long. I get bored too easily. Once you've seen the same faces over and over again, you move. Like I said before, I like to move around a lot.
Around what?
Try again.
No.
You like to move?
You like to move
You'll-
it? Move it? You like to move
She
it?
likes to
move it?
move it.
You like to
Move.
move it?
I never stay.
Oh, you get bored easily?
I've got a short attention span. The malaise of our generation, I expect. What are you bored by, Doctor?
You're the worst.
I'm bored by you.
You're the worst, yet I can't turn away.
It's just like Jaya said, or Jaya.
Yeah, she's got me.
There's something
She's
about
got
her.
me.
You just want to follow her
I just...
into the fucking ocean.
Okay. What do I get bored by? I get bored by...
Life.
By life. Damn. 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 You okay over there?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Nope. I've got a short attention span. The malaise of our generation, I expect. What are you bored by, Doctor?
I'm not bored by anything. What are you bored by?
I am not bored by anything. What are you bored by? Is it my talking? I'll change for you. I will never say a fucking word with an extra D for dick that I want to give you. Love, Jesse Cox from the internet. You and me, baby. Town to town. No one can hold us down.
You should get out more, Doctor. Looking at me all day should be fun, but if you're bored, perhaps we should spend some time apart.
Thank God there are no asterisks on that.
I wouldn't even know where to begin.
dick.
Oh my god. Okay, well, let's ask her about Paper Spike.
Paper Spike.
Dr. Dekker used to put my checks on that thing. I guess someone thought they weren't getting value for money.
Checks?
I don't know.
Checkies?
I actually don't have a lot of money. Sometimes a therapy check would bounce, but Dr. Dekker would be okay with it. Oh, my checks are fine though, don't worry.
Why would they bounce?
I'm not broke. Men buy me drinks at bars though. Sometimes I'll get away with not paying at restaurants. Isn't that how it is for everybody?
What?
All right. You don't drink, though! Yeah! Why do you keep saying you don't drink, but then you go out and you drink? It's so frustrating!
They
oh
buy
my
her
God.
drinks and then she just leaves them there. And then they're like, what the fuck?
I understand those guys now. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm having that. Okay.
We literally only have one thing with
Yeah, we just gotta
Mistress
keep-
on it, so
We just gotta keep going down this
why
path.
would they
I'm not
bounce?
broke. Men buy me drinks at bars though.
I thought you don't drink.
Sometimes I'll get away with.
Drinks at bars?
I mainly like drive-thrus. I don't like crowds, and I find it difficult to stay in the same place for too long. I
Why
guess
don't
I'm
you
a
like
fidget.
crowds?
Yeah.
Crowds at nightclubs and bars
call.
are different. The lights are dim. You can slink around without attracting too much attention.
You slink around?
Sometimes I'll kiss a guy in a club,
In a slinky
and then
manner?
he just follows me. Wherever I go,
What?
it's creepy. I don't want everyone seeing that.
What?
Wait, like real guys or like...
You
The ghost
kiss
guys.
guys?
I'm not a siren, it's just how some guys are. I tried it with a woman, too. She followed me.
What the fuck?
If a lot of people are watching, then it doesn't work.
What? You kiss women? Woman? Why doesn't it work?
If I kiss somebody and a lot of people are watching, they don't follow me. Too embarrassed, I guess.
What the shit?
Sometimes I'll kiss a guy in a club, and then he just follows me. Wherever I go. It's creepy. I don't want everyone seeing that.
It's creepy? I mean, obviously, but...
I don't want people to follow me. I'm not trying to get them to do anything.
Why do they follow
yeah,
you?
yeah.
They follow me. Wherever I go. Anywhere. Where do you think they follow me, Doctor?
To the beach?
I think they follow you to the beach. Oh, well, we got this thing. Where people follow her. What happens after they follow her? I guess they follow you to the beach?
We tried that.
To the beach?
I don't know about that.
Try just what it said in the notes. What happens after they follow you?
It depends where they follow me.
Okay.
If they follow me home, they bang on the door for an hour or so, then leave. Other places, they just disappear. I don't see them again.
I wanted to ask other places very badly.
What about
Like
the
the
blackouts,
beach?
Marianna?
Yeah, we just got off of that real quick. We moved on.
Yeah.
All right.
New problems. More money.
Nathan.
Sure. Hi, Nathan.
Oh my God. There's so much that we can ask. There.
Wait, let's go back.
Oh.
It depends where they follow me. If they follow me home, they bang on the door for an hour or so, then leave. Other places, they just disappear.
Try disappear.
I don't see them again. Well, they don't just disappear into thin air. I think they return to the place I found them. But I've not run into the same person twice.
Okay.
Oh, that got rid of it. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, where's the payoff? Bring the strippers and booze! We do occasionally talk about video games. Bring the strippers and booze! Not enough time for video games. Bring the strippers and booze!
Oh, thank God, I don't need pants now.
Hey, JC! What are you doing? Not much. Making a fortune.
Yeah, now sing music.
Bring the strippers and booze! I'm here to ask and answer one simple question. You